topic that we've talked about a lot in the last week. With last week's newsletter, or our College Chronicle, talked about strata reporting and what that's all about, and it's raised a lot of questions, and we've had lots of discussions about that in the last few days. Just wanted to clarify a few things, particularly for those of you who haven't read the newsletter. And it is primarily for strata agents, but other, real estate agents should know that this exists. So the Strata Hub went live on the 31st of July this year, so a few months ago, which allows the strata building bond and the inspection scheme function to be dealt with through that hub. Now, the next phase of the hub will commence on the 1st of May next year. So, it'll have been running for almost a year, and then it kicks in with some new information. So this second phase creates an annual reporting scheme, which will require strata schemes to provide core information about their schemes to New South Wales Fair Trading. Now, fair call. That's it's information that needs to be gathered in terms of the types of properties that are being used for accommodation throughout the state. So strata managing agents, lot owners, residents, members of the public will then be able to go to the portal, so to the Strata Hub, for easy access with reliable information. Obviously, it'll be as reliable as the information that is given. So the phase, that will kick in on 1 May next year requires owners corporations to provide an annual report that's to contain, information. And some of it's really basic information, and that goes from, the strata plan number, the date the strata plan was originally registered, for strata schemes that are part of larger community schemes, the date registration for the community scheme and its plan number. So really all of those things about precinct schemes, the date registration for the precinct, the address of the actual strata scheme, total number of lots that are in the scheme, how many of those lots are residences, how many, if it was a retirement village, if it is a retirement village, so it's different again if it's commercial activity such as a shop or an office or for any other purposes. It also covers building and safety information, so if the scheme has neighbours ratings that are assigned to that particular strata scheme, final occupation certificates, most recent annual fire safety statement, so things that you would have to have anyway. Now it's compiling all of this information into one portal. If there are any Class 2 buildings in the scheme, how many stories the building has above ground level, the insured replacement value for the scheme, and then it also covers then information about the management of the scheme. So this is about the secretary of the owners corporation, the contact details for the strata managing agent if there is one, the contact details for the building manager if there is one, if that's separate from if it's being managed by a facilities company perhaps. And obviously all those contact details such as phone, emails for the agents. It's also the license number, date of the most recent AGM, the balance of the scheme's capital works fund that's out of the most recent financial statements. Now, and anything if there's renewal issues going on in terms of a strata renewal committee. Now, obviously this information will be, it'll be provided between the 1st of May and the 1st of August next year, so there's a time frame there that it needs to be lodged in, and it's going to cost an owners corporation $3 per lot. So for small lots, not a lot of money. For small schemes, not a lot of money. For large schemes, yeah, it'll add up. Obviously that will go towards the running of the actual Strata Hub. Now, a lot of the questions we've been asking is, will this be able to be reported via, any of the strata tech systems that you're already using? Well, we're asking those questions, and when we get answers on that, I will most definitely share that with you. I would suspect that any of the companies that are offering the strata, technology or electronic platforms for managing your strata complexes would be looking at having this as part of their portal. So interestingly, this information, some of the information that will be provided by owners corporations, and obviously probably compiled by strata managers on behalf of owners corporations. And remember, that may well be something you will include into your strata agency agreements in the future, that this process will be something that will be a service that you are offering. Some of it will be public information on that portal, so the plan number, the address, the date that the plan was actually registered, how many lots are in the scheme, whether it's the scheme's part of a parent company or a community or precinct scheme, the number of stories above ground, obviously for apartment buildings, and the date of the most recent AGM. So they're the types of information, fairly non-discriminatory, and all in terms of privacy about the scheme. It's not looking at monies, it's not looking at other things, the things that can be shared publicly. So, guys, if you're in Strata, make sure that you're aware that that's coming. Talk to your provider of your technology platform and see whether that's something that they will be able to assist you with in making that an easier transition, because that has to be done for every single one of your schemes. So guys, hopefully that's made some clarity around that for you.